And we are back. We're not just back to World Team League 2v2. We're back to Sludge City.
It's Rattata City.
I don't think... Have we played on Sludge City yet?
I've never played with you before at all. Who are you?
Excuse me?
We've never met.
Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back. I hope you enjoyed that lovely break. And we're just diving
Double
right
camera.
back in. Oh,
Let's go.
we don't have the wides anymore.
We're just gonna have to be wide peepo happy all on our own. And here we go. Do you have a nice and cyan?
Yeah, we've got our first double Protoss team going to be flaunting their skills here. But before we get to them, in the top left-hand corner of Sludge City, we have our red Protoss alongside our orange Zerg. Rattata and Skillous here for Team Skladata.
And in the bottom right-hand corner of the map, we have nice in at the cyan. And cyan in the blue.
In the nice.
Cursed.
Oh my god. Oh yes, here we go on Sludge City for the first time. We about to get sludgy, about to get dirty.
Cameras are the wrong way around. This is so confusing.
It's
It's happening. We're here. As we do have that Zerg straight away taking the gold base, and that will be scouted pretty quickly as well by Cyan.
Am I crazy? Are these different overlays? No. I think the wide special. I think the wide special ruined me. I think.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay. Well, as we get back into this, I believe we had a pool first opening from Rattata. So I guess opening up relatively not safe. It was a gas pool opening. Link speed is already on the way.
Yeah, link speed is on the way. We have that gold base on the way as well. Looks like neither Protoss opting to take a gold base themselves.
Yeah, they're opting to stay on one base a little bit longer here. We should be seeing some Lings in production soon by Rattata. He's holding on to that larva for the time being. Meanwhile, double gate opener coming out from Skillous. Very aggressive from our foreigner team.
Yeah, looks like similarly to Team GP, they're going to be looking to be the aggressors to start off with.
Yeah, Rattata behind this is going for 3 hatcheries. Oh my god.
Yeah, I really like this. A huge amount of aggression followed by a huge amount of greed seems like a very solid way to play 2v2. And meanwhile, for Cyan and Nice, we do see both of them teching quite quickly.
I don't think Radis is going to drone. I don't know if you saw, he actually mainarded his entire main into the gold base right now. So he's going to have an insane amount of minerals and a lot of larva.
Yeah, this is a really sick way to do this Ling flood, and he's going to be able to do it off a lower drone count just because he has that gold base income, and it looks like he is just going to completely flood. And I'm not sure if Nice is... Well, I think Nice is walled off, but I don't think Cyan is.
I don't think he is either. Meanwhile, Nice was going for a proxy Dark Shrine, but the Lings of Rattata have found this.
Yeah, they find the Adepts as well, so they're going to get that surround, going to be funneling them towards those Stalkers, and it's going to be very important for Skillous and Rattata that they get some aggression going across the map as soon as possible before those DTs can kick in, but it is possible as well that the DT Shrine is going to be denied altogether, and there we go, it's been cancelled.
Smudge, Papi. The gateways are being completely shut down. No Dark Shrine, no Twilight Council here. Everything is depowered. The gateway itself doesn't even finish up. We have a Dark Shrine back at home. Very ambitious there by Nice.
Yeah, I mean, at the same time, Nice is the one here with the wall off. It looks like one at Ling going to go up there and get that scout on that. Meanwhile, pretty good wall off as well at home for Nice. Definitely going to need the Stalkers across the map to try to break either of these bases.
Oh, exactly. And it looks like Rattata is content with what he has done. Both Protoss players are contained to one base, and Rattata is droning from here. Meanwhile, we do see Skillous as well, just probing on up, getting his natural up and running as well. What's scary is that neither one of these players are really preparing for DTs.
Yeah, I mean, it has to be in the back of their minds as well. I guess they realize they have a little bit more time, but at the same time, Rattata, he is on 3 bases. He is going to be able to macro up quite quickly. Definitely want to see a spore going down pretty quickly, though, as you're saying.
Yeah, hopefully we get a spore soon because Cyan and Nice are both all in on one base. They don't have another next side. They don't have any more probes here. We do see the Stalkers getting a little bit of a surround as Rattata's going to be able to look down some of these Stalkers.
Yeah, very nice pressure going down. We see behind this Rattata as well, getting a spore going, getting his lair on the way as well. So Nice is really on a timer here to make these DTs work.
Yeah, exactly. We're still waiting for them. Meanwhile, Cyan is trying to force a reaction. He's trying to force more units out here as well. Ooh, there's no vision in the main base of Skillous.
Yeah, and there we go. The Stalker's going to be jumping on in here, one-shotting these pros. We already see 4 going down before any reaction is made. All the army going to be rerouted over here to help deal with this, but the Prism are going to be able to get these units on out of here.
Yeah, meanwhile, we have DT Blink being researched by Nice as he expands and takes a natural base. So no longer is he completely all in. The worker counts are still looking quite dire here for our two Protoss players. But we'll see if he can get away with this, as I don't believe he's even warped in some DTs.
Yeah, I mean, some nice trades already going
Oh,
down here. The DTs do pop in through the back. They haven't gone for that first little swipe yet. So we do have that observer heading on in, and looks like we're just going to back off, reconsolidate. We do have that overseer being morphed in as well.
yeah, we have plenty of detection available. So the DTs are going to force a bit of a back off here in the middle of the map. They do save some of the units here of Cyan, and they're going to be able to buy a little bit of time as well. We do see that right now both the Zerg and the Protoss are sharking for those DTs. They do catch one of them.
Yeah, and I mean, this Ling Force represents a lot of threat to the Stalkers that are out on the map. If the Stalkers blink and they get tied down by the Lings, they're going to get absolutely decimated by this army. And it does look like Skillous is looking to set up an attack on Nice here.
Yeah, here we go. He is heading over towards this natural base location. We do have a shield battery, but we don't have a lot of units on the ground.
Yeah, I love the way that the Stalkers making a very convincing game one.
GG gets called. A very aggressive start by Skillous and Rattata. More importantly, with the Lings of Rattata, they were able to scout and confirm the proxy of Nice and completely shut it down.
Yeah, very well played. Bought themselves enough time against those DTs and the Stalkers and Lings out on the map. Just such an impressive force. So Galadada takes the first game.
Yeah, Skillata just dropping bars all over their Protoss opponents.
Fair enough.
It's gonna say dropping beats, but I went for the bars instead. They could drop both.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
The beat boss.
Yeah. Speaking of, hello, Rufus. Hello.
Rufus is back.
He's
He
so
heard there was a Zerg.
he's so content. He's like
Yeah.
chilling. He's big chilling.
Feed me now.
He's like, I can smell the Oreo on you.
Can smell the Lings. Feed me the Lings.
Feed me the Lings, papi. Oh my god. But yeah, Nice and Cyan just having a bit of a rough go at it. You know, they were both going for one base all-ins, different variations of course, but for them to be slowed down that much, for them to force to cancel that DT, that Dark Shrine, and even lose some production, it was a rough start there. A rough start.
Yeah, definitely. And you can see as well some of the difficulties when it comes to having that double Protoss setup there. You heard who was it talking about it? Trigger was talking about it before in his interview, talking about him and Nina having that PvP setup, PnP setup, and how that's going to be very difficult for them.
Yeah, it's not easy pushing P, but
Oh.
if you if you can, boy, does it look broken, Papi. The power of the Protoss, the power of the P, I believe. Oh, I don't think that Nice and Cyan were really able to show off too much. I'm sure they have plenty more planned for us.
Yeah, I do think they've probably got a lot of pre-planned strategies here, especially a player such as Nice. He's very good at planning out strategies in a best of series, and be exciting to see what they've got next on this map. Overgrown Facility.
Oh, yeah. I almost wanted to say overgrowth, but no, overgrown facility. This is we've seen this map in the ladder map pool before. It's pretty interesting. There's a lot of pseudo pocket bases. And you can kind of see it here where there's like a pocket area where there's a bunch of
Mm.
like bases to be taken that's like cut off with these rocks in the middle of the map. But once those rocks do get broken down, then you do have an entryway into that location. There's also gold bases at the 12 and 6 o'clock locations. So yeah, there's kind of a lot of features here of this map.
Yeah, those bases are quite exposed as well. I think a blink build could definitely be quite strong here.
Oh yeah, we can see a blink build. We can see a proxy in your own pocket base as well. If the scouting probe slips on in there, like there's so much room to throw down some gateways, to throw down some pylons. So you have to be hyper aware of that as well. Yeah, there's a lot that can go down. In general, the rush distance by ground is quite short, so just general rushes can kind of find some success. But there's also ramps that lead into that pocket area, so you can wall that off as we're getting into game 2.
Yeah, absolutely. Getting on into game 2.
Ooh,
We do get the cameras of every player. Love to see it.
beautiful. The biggest fan.
Terrible. As sporting in the bottom left-hand corner of the map, we have the Protoss Skillous, and we have the Zerg Rattata. And together, they are Skillatata.
Beautiful. And spawning in the top right hand corner of Stormgate. Overgrown facility. We have the blue and teal Protoss players, Cyan and Nice, representing Good Game Gaming. GGG.
Nice.
Nice. Yeah. I completely blanked on the name of the map.
And with Stormgate? Oh no.
Not yet, Bobby. Not yet. But yeah, this time we have Nice going for a fast pace, actually expanding. Both players expanding. Oh my god.
Mixing it up. Kind of
Mixing.
interested to see how they go from here. I think it would make sense for one player to go more heavy on the gateway units and maybe for one to go into the sky toss, but be interesting to see how they divvy up the responsibilities in that way. Was this a Nexus first from Nice?
It was.
Ooh,
It's crazy.
funky. And it has been
Yeah.
scouted.
It has been scouted, but can it be punished? Because Rattata this time went for a hatch gas pool. Nothing too crazy coming out from him. No early gas like we saw before. Meanwhile, Skillous also goes for his expansion, but much later. And he also doesn't go for his pocket. He goes for a forward nexus instead.
Yeah, very interesting change here. So, similar to what we saw previously with Prince taking a very fast forward Nexus, it does look like for these more experienced players, they are preferring to take a further forward Nexus and expand backwards from there.
Yeah, exactly. To try and take a safer third or even fourth base later on. You can take advantage of that in a bit of a later game. We do see the probe of Cyan getting into the pocket, just confirming, okay, the pocket is completely empty. There's nothing here. But where things are is Skillous did throw down a proxy pylon across the map.
Yeah, this is actually, funnily enough, extremely similar to the opening we saw out of Prince and DRG-ling, where we are seeing a very fast 3 gate with that proxy, and Rattata actually going for a fast Bane Bust as well. So, yeah, it does seem like some of these stronger teams are opting to go for very fast aggression to start things out.
How the turns do table, especially because Skillous, he had 3 gateways at home. His 4th gateway is across the map. 4 gates. That's a lot of production. That's a lot of units coming out from Skillous. Meanwhile, Rattata, he has finished droning. Nothing but Ling Bane.
Yeah, just going to be pumping Ling Bane here across the map, putting on a huge amount of aggression. We do see that both players on the Protoss side teching out quite a lot. We do actually see 4 gates and charge coming out from Cyan, so he is set up very well to deal with aggression. It might just be a little bit too late for him.
Well, this is one of those maps that we were talking about earlier where the bases are actually isolated from one another. It's a little bit harder to defend.
Oh,
Your partner here, as we already see the wall going down and the shield battery gets focused down as well.
yeah, and with these
Oh,
banelings charging in, I don't think the banelings are even going to be needed. It looks like we do have a Rattata just backing on
wow.
off, trying to cut off the support of Cyan. Very clever.
Yeah, exactly. He's being very meticulous with how he wants to use these banelings. Because of that, a lot of these stalkers are going to be going down. But here we go. Once again, the Ling Bane does get into the main base of Nice. Oof.
Yeah, looks like those banelings are just being committed to try to take out the pylon or take out any extra probes. This was a really well planned all in for these two players. They are going to be missing out on a lot of the probes in the back of the base of Nice. He's done a good job hiding those, but if they can hold off this ramp and start to pick away at the
Oh,
army, that's going to work out very nicely for them. Good connections.
yeah, but the surround comes in from the Zealots of Skillous. GG gets called, Cyan gets eliminated, so does Nice. Ooh, and Skillous and Rattata, after having a great defense in game one, also have a great offense in game two.
Yeah, great planning there coming out from those two players. Does look like they had something specifically prepared for that map, and it was very effective.
Yo, they heard that it was 3 a.m. in Australia, and they're like, okay, well, yo, we gotta go.
We got you guys. We got you.
They're like, we can't allow these ducklings to be degens, Papi. We gotta help them out.
These animals.
Animals, Papi. Oh my god. So this has been arguably the fastest series so far, especially if it turns into a 3-0. But it's a best of 5. Comeback potential is always there.
Yeah, it absolutely is. Will we be seeing another almost Team GP maneuver?
Oh, will we? Let's find out, because game number 3 is going to be on Reclamation. Have we been on this map already?
Sure.
I can't remember this map. I can't remember what it
I
looks
think
like.
I can remember. We saw Cyril and Oliveira game 3 was on this map.
Oh, see, you remember. You
I
remember.
looked it up.
Oh.
Oh, and Prince DRGling and Special Max Packs game 1.
Game 1.
Yeah, the
Oh,
one where
no,
the
okay,
frigate
yeah.
worked.
Yeah. Okay. It's all coming back to me. It's all coming back. Okay, so on this
Oh,
map,
it's not coming back to me.
like, I'm just saying words, mate. My brain is gone, Papi. It's no!
No.
Don't do it, Papi. Don't
This
do
is...
it.
Oh, they're back.
Ah!
Oh, they're not back.
Oh. Ah! Are we back? No.
In a cursed broadcast.
They're playing with us, Papi. They're playing with us. We'll see if he comes back. But yeah, I do recall this map. So this map, unlike the one that we just saw, Overgrown Facility is kind of notorious for these early rushes, because as we saw, both teammates were isolated from each other. They had a lot of pocket bases for themselves, but defending and helping protect each other is really difficult. Here on Reclamation, they're gonna have a bit of an easier time. A little bit.
Yeah, so not really expecting to see the same strategy coming out from Skillous and Rattata, but I would say that sort of strategy was a bit of a one-use only strategy anyway, so to break it out on the one map where it's going to work best, definitely a good move for those two.
Yeah, definitely. Bearing in mind that in Reclamation, we aren't sharing main bases, but the natural is a shared area. So because of that, they're going to have an easier time defending. But they are still a little bit vulnerable, a little bit. So, Skillous and Rattata do have options available to them if they want to be aggressive once again. Meanwhile, it looks like we are back. Kuro, are you back? Beautiful. Oh, beautiful.
I mean, one of the most important parts of a relationship is a vulnerability. But here we go, spawning up in the top right-hand corner of the map. In the red, this is Skillous, and in the orange, the Zerg player Rattata. So they're vulnerable.
What does that mean? In the bottom right hand corner, we have representing Good Game Gaming, GGG, Nice, and Cyan.
They're, I was going to say co-op, but their 2v2 relationship that they have together to bring themselves closer to each other and fully understand what it's like to be in the other player's shoes, you have to
Oh,
show some vulnerability.
it's like couples counseling.
Yes,
I,
except you're shouting.
no, there's shouting in couples counseling. This.
You're not allowed. Cheating.
Oh my god, Asher,
Yes.
when are we having couples counseling?
Oh no, I'm giving up.
No, you can't. You can't
Throwing
give
in the
up.
towel.
You can't give up on this relationship, Asher.
No,
Okay, would Oliveira throw in
I'm
the
already
towel?
gone.
Would he throw in the towel? No, he would wrap
No,
his legs around.
he would strangle you. Yeah. Is that what you want, Light? Thank you for communicating your wants and needs. I appreciate it.
Choke me out, Bubba.
Oh my god.
As we get into game 3.
Link speed's being started up by Rattata. Isn't it so cool how those links are orange?
Oh my god, Rattata did open up with a gas pool. Oh my god, Hatch, by the way, this is the same build that he went for in game number 2 with the gold base, but without the gold this time.
Yeah, so it'd be interesting to see if he drones up more. He's still only on that 16 drone count, so possibly just gonna send it anyway. And this is a very low drone count to Ling flat off.
Very low drone count, 16 drones. That is all we need. Oh no, okay, he's actually droning up a little bit, so I'm getting some mixed signals here. You know, our goals in life are not clear cut. Oh,
It's important to communicate
yeah.
your goals with your partner there.
Talk to me, papi.
I want to go to bed. Nah, I'm fine. As we do have these couple of devs just dipping on in, are going to be getting some nice damage down on these drones. Ooh, just misses out on that sport trick as well. So we are going to be plugging up that gap. Is Cyan getting some nice damage here?
Yeah, exactly. At the same time, Link's speed does provide the opportunity for Rattata to clean up these adepts. One adept is going to be going down. The other does manage to escape. What's important is that behind the Skillous actually went double Stargate Phoenix. Oh my god, very greedy. He's working with a very few gateway units overall, but it looks like that's why we got Link's speed. Rattata is droning. He has enough Lings for map control to give Skillous the freedom to do what he wants in life.
Yeah, I really like this. Rattata is spreading these lings out all across the map. He's going to be able to pick up on every little proxy that's being attempted. And there are several proxies being attempted.
Oh my god, a lot of these pylons are going to be going down. Meanwhile, we see why the proxies were attempted, because Cyan once again wants to make the invisible man work. Dark Shrine is on the way. Not just the Dark Shrine though, Charge as well. So if the DTs don't catch their opponents by surprise, we can morph them into Archons.
Yeah, I think this might actually be... I think they've swapped. I'm pretty sure Nice was the one that went for this the first time. I really can't remember. The colors are really confusing me, but I do think this is going to be Blink DT with the charge.
Oh my god, yeah. So as you're saying correctly, you know, they did kind of reverse their roles here in game number 3, and this is going to be a lot more of a powerful 2-base push. Before that happens, though, we are getting a lot of... Oh my, I thought it was double Stargate Phoenix. It's triple Stargate Phoenix from Skillous.
Yeah, he's going to be absolutely pumping out this Phoenix. Definitely quite possible that Rattata feeding him a little bit as well, as we do see he is going quite high into gas. He's going to be getting that Evo of his own. And, oh yeah, Skillous just banking up these Phoenix, hiding them from Nice and Cyan. And this is definitely going to come as a surprise, especially if we're moving out onto the map with the War Prism here. We do see a bit of a ping coming out as that Ling is able to scatter out the Stalkers, and looks like Skillous is going to try to clean up here.
Yeah, and Skillous has a lot of potential for damage, especially because the Stalkers are a little bit out of position. Cyan doesn't have too much of a mobile army. He has one Archon and vanilla Stalkers, and he just has to give up the Mineral Lion.
Yeah, he does not even try to come back home and defend this. He knows that his only chance here to win this game is to go straight across the map. It's exactly what he's going to do. A lot of these pros do go down, so we are crippled back at home. We are fully committed with this push. We've got to make it happen here. Stalkers even dipping back a little bit to see if they can catch out some of these Phoenix.
And this is where I wonder, are these Phoenixes dead supply right now? Because they can take down the Prism, sure, but do they have enough energy to really take down all these Stalkers? They really can't. They're being zoned away.
Yeah, this Archon's going to be a massive problem as well. So it's really going to come down to what kind of forces Rattata can muster and how well the two players can sync up with that attack.
Oh my god, the quote-unquote BM nice throws down a Nexus and a pylon for shield batteries and overcharge to contain his opponent.
Yeah, I love this. They are fully committed to the 2-base here, and they are going to be trying to put up some shield batteries over here at the choke and possibly even some overcharge shield batteries.
Oh my god, that is absolutely insane. We have Mass Ling from Rattata, but Lings are not really what you want against triple Archon. Oh my god.
Yeah, we blink back to the Archons and... why was he picking up Lings?
A little bit of miscontrol there from Skillous, but again, this feels like a hard counter. Skillous did a great job at hiding his Phoenixes, but at the end of the day, the Phoenixes did nothing as Nice and Cyan fight back.
I think they were just playing around, having a little bit of fun there at the end. There's we do have Nice and Cyan getting one back there on Team Rattata. It takes me a while to remember that every time. I need it written down.
Skratata. There you go. There you go, mate. They do need to write it down. It would help a lot. It would help a lot if it was a little bit more visual to us. But yeah, great comeback there from Nice and Cyan. Again, it felt like a little bit of like some unfortunate builds that shaped up for each other. It wasn't just that Skillous was hiding his triple Stargate Phoenix. He also, or himself and Rattata also weren't really scouting Nice and Cyan and figuring out what exactly they were up against.
Yeah, absolutely. It feels like they were just kind of trying to blind counter what they expected the response would be. There was a good amount of link scouting coming out from Rattata, but it does feel like they didn't quite piece it together, and the triple Phoenix production was definitely quite greedy.
Yeah, very greedy indeed. And we saw that the Phoenixes just didn't really help at all towards the end. The Archons were exactly what the Protoss team needed. And now we have more of a back and forth here. We have a little bit more of a series. We have potentially the start of a comeback.
Yeah, it could be the time for a bit of a reverse sweep. Stage is certainly set.
Yeah. The hour of Oliveira is upon us.
It isn't. We already had Oliveira. You can't lie to the people. I won't allow it. You're an animal.
Oh, it's the time of time.
Oh, you've lost your mind.
You know what I want in life right now, Asher?
You want to be Oliveira VIP.
I want ramen. That's what I want.
That's fair. Yeah.
Oh my god. Not all of us can have the luxury of ordering Oreo whenever we want. Doesn't work
Really?
that way, Ash. Yeah.
Can you not?
I can order Starduck.
Why would you want that?
Ay. So, yeah. Oh my god, it looks like game number 4 is gonna be on Golden Kingdom. Oh my, a map that we have had once already tonight, but we didn't really get to see too much of it. And I was a little bit sad because this is a TLMC map.
Yeah. I'm gonna go have a little look at it. Golden Kingdom. It kind of looks like... I mean, maybe I'm telling this to the wrong person. Did you have that thing when you were a kid where it was like that carpet, like that rug mat that had the...
Yes! No, yeah,
roads on it?
Yeah,
Like
with the roads on it, and you have your cars and you can drive on the carpet. Yeah, boy, let's go.
Kind of looks like that.
Yeah, it does.
Kind of just want to make Hellions and just...
Did all the kids that were like born in the 90s just have that carpet?
Born in the 90s had that,
yeah. Oh my god.
They need to bring them back.
What happened to that carpet? I don't
They
see
ran
them
out.
anymore. Yeah.
They sold
They
all.
sold out, mate. Oh my
They sold
god.
them all. They're done good.
Oh. That was genius, by the way. Just combine carpet and
Yeah,
a toy. Yeah.
it's so tacky, but
Yeah.
people who have kids don't have taste. So
Yeah, I mean they don't care. They just
you're fine.
want the kids to be enamored by the fucking by the goddamn carpet.
Like just play with the ground.
Play with the
You
ground.
animal.
And it worked. And it
Yeah.
worked. See, kids nowadays they don't know how good they have it. You know, they're out there with their iPads and their Beat headsets and their Roblox and their Fortnite dances. They don't know that we played with the carpet.
True.
Oh.
Roblox oof in the chat for that one. Oof.
As we're loading into game number 4 here, just a couple of beautiful player shots and spawning in the bottom right hand corner of Golden Kingdom, we have the red Protoss Skillous alongside his teammate, the orange Zerg player Rattata, and together they are Skillatata.
And in the top right hand corner of the map, we have Nice in the blue. We have
Oh,
Cyan in the cyan.
is this the first time Cyan is Cyan?
Common sense has prevailed. Oh, Nice thinks it's pretty funny as well, as they do have a little bit of a wall off here with the gateways.
Oh, they're listening to the stream, puppy. They just heard about our carpets.
With delay, of course.
With delay, yes, of course.
That was like a Have you seen Wacky Races?
Yes.
That was like a Muggsy laugh. You know the dog with the evil guy that does like the.
Wait, was Wacky Races a show?
Yeah.
I played the PlayStation 1 game, Wacky Races.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
It was wacky.
Yeah. Hang on.
It was Wacky Races, but like Mario Kart, basically.
Yeah. I mean, that's basically what the show is.
Yeah. Oh my god. Crazy. But speaking of crazy, in this game, both of our players here are expanding. They are, well, I mean, Cyan and Nice can safely expand because of that lovely conjoined wall.
Hang on, I'm gonna send you something.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
As we do have this wall being made by the two Protoss players, we do have a scout coming in from Skillous as well. He's going to be able to see everything. Right?
That's beautiful.
And we do have a beautiful look at this this luscious green grass through the middle of the map.
Oh,
Love to drive some cars on that.
Yeah,
grass.
off-road, buddy.
There's no Hellions.
No, there's no hell. They can't drive. They can't drive their cars on the road.
Protoss players can't drive. Makes sense.
It's true, they can't.
Definitely too complicated. Need too much APM.
Oh my god. But speaking of, so far for the time being, we do see a couple of different openers here. We do see Nice going for a Twilight Council opener. At the same time, a Robo coming out from Cyan. So they're both kind of approaching this in a bit of a different way. We were talking about how when we have these mirrored teams, they want to try and kind of take different tech paths and try and cover different aspects of their opponents.
Yeah, absolutely. And we do see Skillous is putting a little bit of pressure on that front doorstep of the two players, trying to pick out what kind of units they're making. We see this Overlord heading on into the main, trying to get a scout, not really going to be able to see too much of anything.
Yeah, they're still going to be a little bit in the dark. Meanwhile, this Overlord is going to get taken out across the map as well. So once again, just being in the dark. And I was curious as to what the Robo opener was for. Of course, it is for the Bay.
That Immortal was doing a juicy wiggle.
Yeah.
I've said this before, but the Immortals, they shake that ass. I've seen it. I know you don't believe me, but you don't
You
believe
have
anything.
you just triggered my memory. You have said that very same way once before.
Yeah.
But it was also like at a really like degen hour cast.
Yeah. I mean, we only cast a Tejan hours.
I
You're an
was like,
animal.
what? And I remember we were just I was just stuck zoomed in on an immortal for like a good minute.
Yeah. I mean, they don't do it if you watch them.
Yeah, yeah. Only when
It's
you're
gotta
not
be
watching.
spontaneous.
Yeah, it's gonna be like, you know, it's gonna be in the moment, right?
Yeah.
Like you can't ask for it. It just happens.
It's a gift. It's a gift that keeps
And
on
the,
giving.
and the curse.
As we do see Skillous starting to move out onto the map with these Stalkers getting a little bit of presence. We have Blink started up for both players, both Skillous and Nice. Meanwhile, Cyan going for a Robo all-in, making Colossus of all things. Very
Oh.
interesting strategy coming out from the two Protoss.
Yeah, interesting. So Colossi production has commenced here. We've got 4 gates behind this. Off of 2 bases, both players are rushing across the map. No intentionality of taking a third, unlike their opponents. Both Skillous and Rattata have their 3rd bases, and they may be looking to regret it here as they have scattered the army moving out across the map. Oh. As we do see, not too much here to defend. Unfortunately, Rattata was supply blocked for a moment. We do see Nice pushing up this ramp. Not too much to stop him, but right now Rattata and Skillous, they're buying a little bit of time here for the reinforcements. Ravagers are done. How good are the Biles going to be? We have a blink on forward, but the Colossus survives. The Colossus barely does survive, being saved by that Prism. It does get a lot of swipes off here on the army, but for the time being, the ramp is being held. But maybe I spoke too soon because another wave of Stalkers comes in behind this as well. There are so many Stalkers here for Cyan and Nice, and that one Colossi has been alive throughout all of this. And with the power of the Colossi, it looks like they've been cut off from the 3rd base of Rattata. We just see them trying desperately to save it. There we go! The Prism goes down. The Colossi goes down. And with the death of the Prism, the Colossus, there can't be that many more reinforcements. You do have one backup Prism behind this army, but Skillous and Rattata are forcing this back. Oh. And with that, they have held their 3rd bases. We were talking about it before. Both Cyan and Nice were completely all in off of the 2 bases, and it just wasn't enough. They couldn't break through.
Yeah, and there we go. We do have Cyan starting to make some disruptors behind this, so we do have that comeback mechanic that's going to be very effective against the Stalkers and Roaches if it's able to make those connections, but looks like behind this, Skillous is starting to transition, is getting that 3rd base all up and mining. Can even start to think about getting a 4th for both players.
Yeah, exactly. They have so much freedom right now. Meanwhile, disruptors are a great comeback mechanic, but as a reminder, this should be on the balance mod. Is it? I'm not too sure, but it could be. And if it is, that means that these Purification Novas are going to be that much slimmer, going to be that much smaller.
Yeah, not that much smaller.
You can notice it. You can notice that the balls aren't as big as they once were. You can notice it. They kill like 3 less units.
You've been lied to, lad.
They're gonna kill all my units, but yeah, look, they're smaller.
You're coping. So we do have that disruption just being sent up through that middle of the ramp. Just trying to cut off any push through there. And we can see, yeah, these bases down towards the middle of the map, they are very open, very exposed. And this is a big army coming out from the Protoss players here.
Oh, it really is. Again, what they're lacking in workers, they make up for in that army. Nova's going to be going off your butt. Do have a quick enough reaction there by Skillous. He does avoid it for the time being. He's going to be having or trying to maintain control of this ramp location, but Nice blinks on forward.
Yeah, Nice is going for it. And I wonder if there's a little bit of miscommunication because Cyan's not with him.
Yes, Cyan was in the middle of backing off there, so he wasn't there to support his opponent. Ooh, the Biles will connect at the same time. Ling run by here at the 3rd base of Nice, trying to contain him and keep him on 2 bases. Meanwhile, the disruptors of Cyan.
Yeah, Skillous smells blood, jumps straight on in there, tries to take out the disruptors. The War Prism is going to be in position, is going to get that pick up there, but we do have the Zerg taken to the field again. And once again, the armies split up from each other.
Oh, they are split up here, but again, they were trying to cover both of their respective ramps. We do see Skillous and Rattata rotating over towards the third base of Nice, trying to find a way in, maybe even trying to bait Nice out into the open.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we do see the supply tells a little bit of a story. Skillous and Rattata quite a lot further ahead of Cyan and Nice. Looks like Skillous just trying to keep Nice busy over to the left here while
Yeah.
Rattata starts to morph in some Banelings, set up an attack on the Nexus.
I love it. Like, Cyan is also there at that ramp as well because it looks like Skillous is feigning a rotation over towards the right-hand side, and he's forcing basically half the army of Good Game Gaming to just be out of position.
Yeah, and there we go. The Banelings are going to be rolling in. They should be able to make some contact here with, if not the probes, and the Stalkers.
Ooh.
Nice connections there, taking out a Disruptor. We are going to get one Nova, but the splits are good enough here. I think we're just going to be breaking on through.
Yeah, exactly. The third Nexus is going to be going down. A lot of units as well here for our Protoss players. Teal and Blue struggling to hold on. Every single Disruptor gets focused down.
Yeah, they're getting pushed all the way back into their natural. There is going to be a shield battery overcharge here. Might have to make a little bit of room for the Ravagers so they can get in, but looks like we're going to have an offensive blink for that purpose.
Ugh.
Disruptor Nova doesn't really catch too much. We are taking some relatively inefficient trades here as Skillous, but I think in the end, keeping them so low on these bases, it doesn't really matter if the trades are inefficient. There's not going to be the economy to restart.
Yeah, exactly, because the third base for Cyan is going down as well. Once again, Good Game Gaming, we are stuck on 2 bases apiece. Barely any economy to speak of. The Disruptor count was reset. We have to start again from the beginning. And meanwhile, Skillous and Rattata have been free to drone. They don't have an amazing economy, but it is amazing in comparison to their opponents.
Yeah, this economy should be more than good enough to deal with these two base opponents, especially so low on supply. We can see Cyan really struggling to get that gas up, and Nice is getting pretty close to starved out as well.
Oh my god, very starved out. Oh my god, Skills even just taking every base on the map. Just triple expanding behind this or double expanding there on the left hand side as well. We do see the blink gets baited out. The Banelings are rolling on in.
Yeah, the Banelings trying to find the middle of the
Up.
pack after the blink, and there we go. We have even more Banelings rolling in from every angle. Big disruption shot,
Ooh.
actually going to be taking out some of those Zealots, but I think there's just overwhelming numbers here. Skillous can do this all day with his economy, and they're going to be jumping on the last of these disruptors as well.
Yeah, very nice control there against Purification Novas. A couple of Novas are going to be connecting here towards the end, but there's nothing else behind this. Just a couple of Novas being sent out there as Hail Mary plays. GG gets called. Skillous and Rattata will take the game and the series.
GG, and Sklatata taking the 3-1 victory over Good Game Gaming. The double Protoss, unfortunately, not able to get it done.
Yeah, I mean, we were talking about it before. Like, double Protoss or typically mirrored teams aren't the most ideal in 2v2. They aren't anywhere near as diverse, or they can't cover as much ground. The strategies are a lot more samey, or it's kind of difficult to make it work anywhere near as well. It's not as synergistic, even though they are the same race. Just how 2v2 can be.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we saw some really nice synergistic armies. Like Mass Link Stalker seems to be a very effective army. That was quite fun to watch. And the Zerg Terran combinations are actually quite effective as well.
Oh yeah, the Zerg Terran were insane. We saw them towards the start of the evening, the start of the broadcast, and yeah, we had a lot of really good games. We had some one-sided series as well, just to wrap things up here. Team Cyril and Oliveira were able to 3-0 SSLT. On-side gaming, including Solar and Maru, took down the CranKy Ducklings 3-0 as well. And after that, of course, we had Nice alongside Cyan, and we had the Team GP team. We had DRG Ling alongside Prince.
Yeah, there we go. So heaps of good TVT action. My highlight for the night, definitely that Max Pack special versus DRG Ling Prince match. That was a really exciting one.
Oh yeah, that was quality. That was a matchup where two teams felt pretty evenly matched, and they also were very well versed in the 2v2 meta as well. So it was a spicy series.
Yeah, it's quality, and I can just refer to that as how 2v2 should be played from now on.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. With that, that is all the matches we have here for you tonight. We apologize for all the downtime. We had quite a lot of it. Unfortunately, we had some technical issues, but they should be resolved for the coming days, as we are going to have a World Team League, the 2v2 tour, for the next week or so. Every single day for the rest of the week, we'll be having some World Team League action.
Yeah, beautiful. Heaps of World Team League ahead of us. And this is just a taster as well. After the 2v2, pretty soon after, I believe it is, we're going to be having the playoffs as well.
Yeah, the playoff bracket of Code S is going to be upon us. This is just kind of the preseason, or, a little bit of a fun kind of show match tournament before we go back to the serious stuff. And this will be continuing tomorrow. So thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in. Thank you so much, everyone, for the support as well. Oh, boy. And thank you so much, Asher, for staying up with me. I know that this went on a little bit longer than we would have liked. I do apologize for that. But thank you nonetheless for joining me. Thank you.
Yes, it was a truly cursed broadcast, and thank you for thank you for putting up with my craziness.
Oh, we're all animals, Poppy. It's okay. We'll go over it in couples counseling. It's okay. Don't worry about it.
Wonderful. I'm gonna be drunk and not show up.
It's like all of our sessions.
I know.
Smurge.
Smurge.
Oh god. But yes, just to wrap things up here, Asher, where can we find you if you're not here on the CranKy Ducklings?
Oh, in bed.
Oh.
Just knock first. Knock on my door.
I thought you would leave the door open, Poppy. I thought.
No, that's just for you. Special privilege.
Check out Asher at AsherBro on Twitch. He does stream occasionally throughout the week. Keep an eye on it. I'm sure the streams will come back soon for some lovely Terran gameplay. Otherwise, you can follow me at light_VIP on Twitch as well. I do stream throughout the week. I will try and stream tomorrow before the castle. We'll see what happens. But if you want to tune into more of the Ducklings, you can find us all over the place. We're on Twitter, we're on Facebook, we're on Instagram. We have a YouTube channel for our VODs, and we also have a Discord server where you can interact with us outside of our casts. We're going to be back tomorrow with the second half of World Team League 2v2 round of 16. Make sure you're there in less than 24 hours.
What do we have coming up? I saw some pretty cool teams though. We have Dark and Hero.
Oh.
Maxit and XY.
Oh.
The Mindset. Unstoppable. Beyond and Lambo. That's quite fun.
Yeah, Beyond and Lambo, Ragnarok Zound, Trigger Nina, Kellezer a Laser. I'm looking forward to that one. It's going to be a very sick series, as we have a mirror matchup. Rainer and Spirit up against Kellezer Laser. Oh, that's gonna be good.
Yeah, that's quality.
Oh my god.
The Polish Pros showdown.
Let's go, puppy. Let's go. So we'll see you guys here, same time, same place tomorrow. Till then, Asher, do you have anything you want to say before you head off for the night?
If you ever forget who you are, just buy yourself a rug and drive some cars on it. It's never too late. Be a child again.
It's never too late. You've tempted me to buy a big carpet again with a road on it.
If I could get one for $10, I would.
I'm sure Rufus would love it. I'm sure he would love it.
Sure.
Beautiful. So thank you so much for watching, everyone. Thank you so much for the support, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Ciao.
For sure.